He keeps this one himself. And he drives that foot backward on a gain of 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Now trying the right side with Edwards. And he's tackled for the first down yardage.
That's a type of call that offensively, and it just builds so much confidence. I didn't think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Now here he goes. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Now we'll see them trying to point after. Right down the middle, it's go. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst of flow. He's already seen past midfield. And the 20. And he goes. Touchdown. That is Tyler Lee. Now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. And quick there. They bring it to the turf. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down 13. Pass play now. It's in the hands of Edwards. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Jay. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just built for the moment. I know coordinator and quarterback will be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
In the air here. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. He rolls to his right. He can run it. And he's going to zoom out for a nice pickup. Gain about 8. 2nd down.
The QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop it. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
His first throw is an interception. And the Cardinals are going to have it down their 2nd interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready 1st and 10. In the pistol, here comes Edwards. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for in that case. Gonna lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He'll throw it. It's not a quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Getting to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw here. It's going to quickly to Harrison. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured member of the offense. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. who's being attended to. Running behind center with Edwards. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He keeps it himself. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, kid. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he is stopped at the line. They don't get the yard they need. And they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. The defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line, man. Were they ever ready for a tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains?
No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Complete to DK Metcalf. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
And the Seahawks. First and 10.
Here's the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Throw defensive effort here, drops it back across midfield on the one side. And some of these linebackers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Excellent crosser. And they are set up excellently. This has got to be 18. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target, and you know if you can hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards off the catch.
That carry only gets 1 on the punch up the gut. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. They take this in for the score. The Seahawks break the tie here in the 1st. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it. Cardinals offense making its way out. They Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Edwards. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run, nabs him at 5. Now 2nd and 5. Setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Wilson's got it. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before we can reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at 1st down here. Second quarterback run here. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up. That's a nice quick correction for his front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He's going to throw it. Left side in the hands of McBride. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long for him here. He's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, being back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. Crosses midfield, still going. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. Gibson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out here the Cardinals now on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this round too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
That's the in route complete.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Line up the design keeper. Get some space around midfield. They're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
And just in case his offense didn't have enough to contend with, they got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Running from the gun here. It's on the end route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 12 on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. One set of downs for them from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Next to Harrison again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second down now, they need 7.
Let's go.
Back to throw now. He's got it near the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals making a one-score game in the first half. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals took the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cardinals 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36. This is brought down. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6.
18 Cardinal. Let's go.
The first down, now we're on. Winning their full steam ahead, but they ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
The linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Here he goes, third and long. That one's incomplete over the middle.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two on third downs, whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So the Cardinals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Takes the hands off. Now the throw. Complete out to the right side. It's quickly taken down. They're getting across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
That's a little reward, but he took advantage. Give him 7.
It doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. It'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
6 yards.
Play calling can be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the first down run. You hate the second down sack. And now you're in a third down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. And air it out on 3rd. Great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the ball moves to be at about the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Hand it off to the up back. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play. So no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Takes the second down snap. Short pass Bryant. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Now throw, third and long. Pressure's there. Goes down again. Michael Dixon on the punt. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Same guy, left it again. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All set now, first and 10.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. He's balled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To throw. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far, he's got room. He manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They'll run here on first down. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
The Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 30 line.
So big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. First down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time, and they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Taking a shot for the end zone. That's into the ground by a defender and incomplete. Looking more for the highlight reel, but instead, Bearcats in third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Third and long, they're going to throw. And there's the man there, it's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over as he reports his first interception of
obviously not the cleanest game when you have cheap interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out with one interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Again to McBride. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line of game. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. It's caught by Harrison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So 1st down from the 41.
41-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Hopkins holding it up there into the drop in. And the 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17. At the 34-yard line.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is the Patriots wideout. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. A 55-yard touchdown. The Pats are the first team to 10 wins this year. They are 10-0 with this victory. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers as they host the New York Jets. And here's the Jets wideout. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Jets are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And it's Jackson Dart. Just picking apart the defense. One of 5 touchdown passes for him on the night. The Giants come away with the victory, this one in front of their home crowd. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on. The risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks headed back out on offense. And quarterback returning to the field now. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Dancing past him. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. We've set it down from 37. Nickel play action on 1st down. Put some heat on this deep ball. And the downfield ball is going to go unanswered. Defend yourself to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Begins the air on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive. counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Looking to throw on third. And that's one for the pass rush. As he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. This was not hit well. It's headed for that sideline. And he's calling for a fair catch. Which is made at the 33-yard line.
The Cardinals take over.
The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of their situational downs.
Has him on a quick hitter. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, because that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing off the play fake. In the hands of Harrison. And he arrives shortly after that football tip. He hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. On the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And this run has been pushed up inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the
Motion the tight end over. Looks like they're going option keeper off of the 10. That one stopped right on the line for no gain. It's going to be 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner.
Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grab the lead on their first series of the half. That one right down the middle. The Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Evans set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks offense are running out now. All their scored is keep them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down. Hand off to the back. This time they've got it. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8 out in the line. All blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, that's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. You have to scramble and take off. You really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. Looking to throw. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's tackled for the first down yardage. inside. Jimmy's on the draw. After he pays the price, he's headed the wrong direction. Backs him up for second down.
Line ball is scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Nice game left side. And he has it right near midfield here. He's about a yard short. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Back to throw. No, they get him yet again. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stay. We've got flags in the spot right where he picked it off. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They're going to try and throw here. Don't screw here. This is Metcalf out line. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Taking a shot deep here. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the upright. The Seahawks tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. The question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Here's a give inside to Edwards. They bring him down, but Malcolm picks up 7 Brock to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Set up the screen here for Harrison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well drawn up completion that nets them the first down.
Now Edwards. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries will ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
This is Big Trend, yet another interception. And the Seahawks take possession of their 2nd interception of the game. First down from 41. Dive play straight ahead. He will be stopped under just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is able to have some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Back-to-back carries here. This one's going to move all the way down to the 25-yard line. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one for the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
First down, and they go right back to it. To the right. And he has it all the way down to the end. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's just the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
In the red zone on first. Buying some time right. And he'll score a touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline and look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Cardinals 28.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? Complete out to the right. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
It's 2nd.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They're going play action. We had it for a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, Carter, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. The Cardinals out for the punt. With Evans, the one to kick it away. He has it at the 13. He winds up going backwards on that return, and that's going to take us to the end of the quarter. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Trying onside. And they blow up the opening play this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks back here that have short memories. And tell me this, two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Looking right, aims it out down the sideline. He brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
To the air on 3rd and long. Knocked away and hits the ground incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup and knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Kick is away and really up there trying to pin them deep. Can't away the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. And throw here on first. It's a screen play to Edwards. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the shades.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Running behind center with Edwards. First guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And with that sack in mind, Brock, we all saw what was coming. So managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure for in the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what you just did.
That's Edwards underneath. And he gets him level just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Gets him open up, they're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way close to the 45-yard line before stepping out. The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Catches made down the right sideline. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks now lead by 10.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards. He strides quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own play is telling the running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Again, throw out the gun. It's another into the hands of Harrison. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know it can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Completed to his running back. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield track. Gain 15 there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
This is thrown towards the defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on football. That's what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate. Corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. So pass ball in. This goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. To throw. field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now give left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. Here in the game. But you make that bad when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Double play action. Connects on the crosser. Still has some space inside the 35. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that means a first set of downs for Seattle.
First down, Seattle.
There's a toss running left. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
That's a tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Headed out right. On the right side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Plowing up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the well again. And that one doesn't get him much. Even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
At the 16-yard line. Gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking back to throw. This finds its target. That's right, Cam. And he's well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the 4th.
Tyler Boyd.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never been an NFL player content with one hit zone trip in a game. If you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. They'll take this at the 10. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. Yeah, the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He'll duck this one up to his running back complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
2nd down, looking for options. He's not a quick hitter. And he's not called at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Defender runs wide as the ball does, and they hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. On the move, past the 40. Ooh, he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
Let's go now.
They are throwing it again. Left side into the hands of McBride. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now he takes it. He comes up after a nice gain right near that marker. Because he need a little bit more now on third down. Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this forward to the 19.
First down. First down, Jam.
Inside the red zone. He's moving up there and he's with it. Offense is hurrying, time running down.
Loss of 6. Brings up second and 16.
He's going to throw this one. Finds a man, right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Complete to number
Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout.
10.
And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. No throw, third and long. He's going to run for it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
That's good.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
To his wide out, it's a screen. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals make it an 11-point ball game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop the real game. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. They give it to him again. He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, King. Take at least a little bite of the big deal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
There he is on third and short. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Ron, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate.